All right, guys, we're going to pick up right where we left off. Point A is at -2, 3. -1, -2, 1, 2, 3. It's in quad 2, okay, quad 2. So if I ask you to plot point B at the point 0, -2, we would start at the origin. The x-coordinate is 0, so I don't go left or right at all. Then I go down to, this would be point B. Now if I ask in what quadrant or on what axis does point B fall, you can see point B is not in one of the quadrants. It's actually on the y-axis. Okay? So it either is going to fall on one of the 4 quadrants or on one of the axes. Okay? So I want to show you guys kind of a little helpful guide that will help you. In order to be in quad 1, the x has to be positive to go right, and the y has to be positive to go up. So to be in quad 1, the x-coordinate has to be positive, and the y-coordinate has to be positive. To be in quad 2, the x has to be negative, and the y has to be positive. Negative, comma, positive. To be in quad 3, the x has to be negative, and the y has to be negative. And to be in quadrant 4, the x has to be positive and the y must be negative. So you can see quad 1, positive, positive, quad 2, negative, positive, quad 3, negative, negative, quad 4, positive, negative. Now, the other thing I want to show, kind of like the last example we did, point B that we plotted ended up on the y-axis. Watch this. If I wanted to plot point A at 0, 3, and I wanted to plot B at -2, 0. Watch how this works out. Point A at 0, 3. 0, I don't go left or right at all, and I go up 1, 2, 3. Point A. Point B, I start at the origin, I go 2 to the left, and then I don't go up at all. Point B. So here's a little trick. Whenever you have an x-coordinate that is 0, and the y-coordinate is another number that's not 0, it will end up on the y-axis. If the y-coordinate is 0, and the x-coordinate is another number besides 0, it's going to end up on the x-axis. So any point on the x-axis has a y-coordinate of 0, and any point on the y-axis has an x-coordinate of 0. That's a helpful hint and trick, okay? Now, one last thing I want to go through. We're learning this coordinate plane system, okay? And it's vital because what's going to happen in the next couple sections is we're actually going to draw a line on here, and we're going to have to find ordered pairs that are on the line, okay? So, for instance, let me show you what we're going to do. It might say something like, is the ordered pair -1, 6 on 2x plus y equals 4. Okay. I don't want to get too much into this, but this right here is what we call a linear equation. And it's actually going to make a line on the graph. Okay? That's actually going to be the next section. But they're asking, is this particular point going to be on that line? Well, there's one quick way to check. Plug this in for x, plug this in for y, and see if when you do that it equals 4. Does it make a true statement? Let's check. 2 times x, which is -1, plus y, which is 6, equals 4. 2 times -1 is -2. -2 plus 6 equals 4. -2 plus 6 is 4. 4 equals 4. It made a true statement. So yes, when we learn how to graph this line, the point -1/6 is going to be on that line, okay? Now, obviously, if they ask you if it is an ordered pair on a specific line, you plug in the X and Y, you do the work, and it doesn't come out to be a true statement. Maybe it says something like 2 equals 4. That's not a true statement. It's false. It means that that particular point is not going to be on that line, okay? All right, so that finishes 8-3, the coordinate plane. We have homework 6 that's due tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Guys, if you have any specific questions on the lesson, or you start the homework and there's a couple you're having trouble with, maybe take a picture and post it on the Schoology post where I listed the assignment, okay? And I'll be able to get back to you guys throughout the day. Thanks.